Hey everyone, welcome back to Talk2Talk. I'm Dani and I'm here with
Jubz.
And today we're just going to have a brief discussion about mental health issues. As you know, this has been our topic for this week, and just get some views, like I said. So yeah, Jubz, thanks for coming and chatting to me today.
No worries.
Just want to get a few views from different types of people, different backgrounds around mental health. And as you know, it's something I'm quite passionate about as well, supporting people with mental health issues. I mean, Jay, do you feel that mental health is out there enough in terms of within the black communities?
Personally, from my experience, no. Me personally, I've learned about mental health maybe at school, just the border,
Yeah.
at youth clubs, but not in depth.
Okay. I think there's a lack.
So there is a lack of like knowledge of mental health in the community, whether it's black, white, or whatever culture or race.
Yeah, no, definitely, that is very true. Do you think it could be higher in females than males, or vice versa? What do you think?
I would say males.
Would you?
I would say so much females. When it comes to that mental health, when I've heard of people, whether it's like family, friends, or just people in general, it's more males.
Okay.
That I've known or heard about that's been going through mental issues.
Yeah, well, that's kind of interesting because there is a misrepresentation of how many men are coming through the mental health system, admitting that they have underlying mental health problems and things like that. So that's kind of interesting hearing that, because normally where I have spoken with other guys about mental health and I ask that question, they tend to say, oh, women, and then when I kind of ask them, well, why women? And it's like, because women, they take on a lot of stress, with working, being a mother, all these other commitments and multitasking. So that's kind of interesting you said that, because it is actually real in the UK. Mental health and suicide is higher in men than women, and so it's out there, and hopefully, more men will be able to start to come forward.
It's funny that you said suicide, because I was actually watching the news the other week, where this guy, where he was going to commit suicide, jumping over a bridge, but some random bystander just spotted him and basically kind of stopped him. But I think the reason why they brought him on was because it was to do with the mental awareness week, mental health.
That's right, yeah.
So it kind of intertwined together.
Okay, wow. So that passerby kind of actually making it help save this man's life.
Yeah, she went on the news to get in touch with that person that helped him make that decision not to kill himself.
Wow, yeah.
So come find me, it's like a thank you kind of thing.
That's rewarding, and there is certain people out there that I take my hat off to them to do that, definitely, without a doubt. But I also heard recently as well that there was a similar situation, and a guy was going to jump off the roof, and obviously loads of people down at the bottom were videoing him and shouting jump, 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 and you just kind of think, wow, you just never can predict what's going on through somebody's head, and that was kind of a bit insensitive and evil and cruel for anybody to be saying somebody who is at that suicide level, jump off the bridge, so I can capture that, put it up on YouTube, put it up on Facebook, so, but it's really sad. I've got, that suicide is out there, but there is help, and that's the whole thing of this whole doing mental health awareness, just letting people know that there is help, definitely. And with it increasing with domestic violence between man and woman, it's now, there is a lot of women who are becoming the abuser, and the man not really, being the victim and not really talking out about that, What about you? I mean, how would you feel in terms of, if you was in a domestic relationship with a female and she was violent towards you, how would you deal with that or address that? Was it something you just would not talk about?
To be honest, I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't physically deal with it myself. I would obviously just report it kind of thing and get dealt with kind of by professionals.
Oh, okay,
Not saying
get a restraining order.
Yeah, something like that. Not me physically, because I don't hit women.
No.
I don't condone that behaviour. But I'd obviously go down the right route in it. But that's why it's obviously important for us to know as young people, or however old you are, to know about mental health and where to get help from if you do suffer from that.
Yeah, definitely.
Me personally, I don't suffer from it, and I don't have no intentions to, obviously. But it's good obviously to know
Of course.
where to go to get that help, because a lot of people have it and they don't know.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
A lot
brilliant.
of people have it and they don't know.
and coming generation.
Yeah, definitely.
And also the older generation as well, of course.
They obviously, I don't think they know about it too much.
Yeah, they're not. And I
think a lot of people brush it under the carpet, you know.
Yeah, definitely of the older generation.
Because it can stem from, and I think one of the things where it stems from is probably like smoking as well.
Okay.
So smoking cannabis as well.
Okay.
So like young kids are being sectioned off the car. They can't handle it, you know what I mean? The chemicals that they're smoking.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's definitely one that I know about. That's one.
Yeah.
But in terms of other symptoms or other causes to it, I'm not really too familiar, but I know smoking.
No, smoking could be one of them, yeah. And I think with people with mental health, a lot of people do self-medicate with mental health. Excuse me, sorry, and it's because, you know, maybe they don't want to go down the medicine route or they don't want to go into therapy. So a lot of young people and older, mature people, they do self-medicate, whether it's drinking, smoking cannabis, taking in some form of illegal substance. It is a form of medicating, but you kind of ask what comes first. Is it the mental health, and then you're smoking to counteract the mental health issues you've got, or do we say the smoking comes before the mental health, and that's what's triggered the mental health? So I think it varies in every individual, because I'm aware of, working in a field that there is people that have had a mental health illness, and because they've struggled to deal with it, that has led them to go on to smoking, which again, as you know, that's the combination really isn't great. So yeah, but it's out there and it's interesting, and there is there will be self-help information that will be going up at the end of this, and so if anyone is interested or needs a bit of guidance, definitely look at the end of the programme and see the services that are available and free. Bearing in mind we're in London, UK, free NHS, I don't know how long we're going to have that, but just dropping that out there. So yeah, but Jay, thanks, it's been interesting talking to you, and definitely I hope you come back to do a few more of our shows, yeah? 100%. Oh, wicked, alright. Well, I'm Dani, this is Talk2Talk, this is
Jovan.
Thanks for watching, stay tuned, like us, subscribe, see you next time, bye.
Bye-bye.